And a scathing new report obtained by the New York Post is alleging that the FBI is a, quote, rudderless ship under Director Kash Patel and Deputy Director Dan Bongino. Sources telling columnist Miranda Devine that Patel is, quote, in over his head and the agency is all effed up. It's a 115-page report from an alliance of FBI active duty, retired agents, analysts, criticizing Patel as, quote, inexperienced and Bongino as more concerned with building personal resumes. New York Post Miranda Devine is here with more. Now, Miranda, the report, did say some good things about Patel, comments about Patel, working hard in other ways and respected in other quarters, especially field offices. But were these people on the record, or was this like the typical drive-by anonymous sources smearing the Trump administration?
No, it's anything but that. This is not a deep state cabal. It is, in fact, an alliance. They call themselves an alliance of these FBI professionals who came together in 2023 in dismay at the way the FBI had been weaponized and politicized under Christopher Wray during the Biden administration. And in fact, my reports, my stories on their previous reports have been, widely applauded by the same people who are now trying to shoot the messenger. I know these people, they're patriots, and they only have the best interests of the FBI in mind. And so they asked for a 6-month sort of report card on Kash Patel and Dan Bongino's performance, and they found 80% of their responses were negative. And I guess, what they hope and what I would have hoped is that Kash Patel and Dan Bongino would take this criticism on board as it's coming from, Trump-aligned people. This alliance actually endorsed Trump publicly last October, saying that he had the best options for FBI reform. And so this criticism is coming with a good spirit, and, it can be taken in that sense to help Patel and Bongino improve what this criticism finds is lacking.
Well, some of this stuff in the report included something that happened at the Charlie Kirk investigation involving a jacket or one of the FBI jackets. What was that, Miranda?
Yeah, this has got a lot of attention. It was one anecdote in this 115-page report. The day after Charlie Kirk's assassination, sources in this report say that Kash Patel flew in to Provo Airport on the FBI jet and then refused to get off until someone provided him with a medium-sized FBI raid jacket. One was found belonging to a female agent and taken to the plane, but then Patel, according to these sources, was displeased by the fact that it didn't have Velcro patches on the upper arms, and so then these agents had to go scurrying around trying to find Velcro patches. Finally, some SWAT raid guys produced them off their own jackets. They were taken to the plane, given to Kash Patel. He put them on the jacket and came off. And I think this anecdote really is a small thing, but it's indicative of how Kash Patel did not make a good impression on the agents at the Salt Lake City office.
Can this be turned around, Miranda? Can this be turned around in your view? If you take these criticisms at face value, and it sounds like you do, can this be turned around?
Look, I don't know. There seems to be some of the criticism is an obsession with social media, being very thin-skinned to criticism, not listening to the people who have, a background in these things. I mean, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, neither of them is well-versed in the ways of the FBI, and they have to effect change and they have to do it quickly. And I understand that's difficult, but there's a lot of problems, and look, there's a lot of resistance that they're facing there. So I'm not saying it's easy.
No, Miranda, this was fascinating and upsetting to a lot of people, and we're going to look forward to see where this goes. Miranda, thank you.
What difference at this point does it make?
Join the movement. Feel the vibe. TrumpRap.com, where truth and rhythm collide.